Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. With it being Saturday, once again, that means it's time for another episode of Yield Weekly Home Fragrance Roundup. And if you are new around here, this is a long-running series on my channel where I just sit here and chit-chat about all of the home fragrance that I was using around the house over the course of the last week. So what I was burning, what I was melting, what I was crocking, and what I was lamping. If you don't actually know what a candle crock or candle lamp is or how to use them properly, I do have a video all about that. So which leads me into check out the description box. There's a lot of information down there, including a video all about crocks and lamps. There's also some other videos that I always have linked that are home fragrance related that might be helpful if you are somewhat new to the home fragrance world. There's also going to be links to where you can purchase any of the candles that I'm showing in this video here. There's sale information for the candle sales with my personal favorite candle companies that are happening over the course of this weekend. There's some discount codes down there. It's just a plethora of information, so if you are curious, definitely check that out. Also, I do have Alf in my lap. Alf is my little pug. If you are new, you probably hear him snoring in the background. He's already taking his little afternoon nap here. I'm not sure if you'll really be able to see him, but this is Alf. He just likes to kind of hang out in the background of a lot of my videos. He's my constant shadow. So he's cute. So I'll let him do it. And yeah, he's my bestie. So of course he's going to be hanging out with me. Anyway, Alf is getting ready for his surgery. I think he's resting up for Tuesday. So thank you for all of your well wishes in last week's video where I told you guys that he's going to have surgery. There's nothing seriously wrong with him, but he does have a really large lipoma on his hind leg, and it is starting to get to the point where it is interfering with his walking. So we have to do something about it. I'm crazy nervous. Obviously putting any animal under anesthesia has risks, but I feel like with, you know, dogs that have a shorter snout, there's a little bit more of a risk. So it always freaks me out, but I want him to have a good quality of life, and the surgeon that we're taking him to is someone that we actually kind of in a roundabout way know. So I know that she's a really, really good surgeon, and she kind of specializes in this type of stuff. So yeah, anyway, he's in good hands, but I'm still nervous. He's like, this guy, he's just so sweet, and he's only 4 years old. So if he was a little bit later on in years, you know, obviously I might not consider doing something like this, but with him being so young and with this starting to affect the way that he's walking already, we have to do something about it. So anyway, thank you for all of your well wishes on last week's video. Greatly appreciated. I'm definitely a nervous wreck. But luckily, when you guys are watching this, I will be over in Idaho with my bestie, Lisa Rowberry. And we are gonna hang out for the weekend, and she promised me that she would do a really good job of distracting me. So we've got some fun activities that we're doing, and Lisa and I are actually going to be filming together while I'm over there. So we have some fun content that we're gonna hopefully be able to put together for you guys. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, that's enough for the intro here. Let's go ahead and get started by taking a little tour of what I am currently burning and what I have going in one of my candle crocks and under one of my candle lamps. I was a little bit lazy about using my crocks and lamps this week, and I was a little bit lazy about using my wax melts as well. I do have a few things to talk about, but today's video should hopefully maybe be a little bit shorter. Famous last words from me, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll meet you guys back here for the rest of the video. Burning here in the dining room is Bath & Body Works at the Beach, and I have to admit, I have completely fallen in love with this fragrance, you guys. This is so good. I think out of the entire Bath & Body Works haul that I recently shared, I feel like this might be my number one pick. It is definitely one that I will absolutely repurchase at a later point in the summer here. I don't want to talk about it too much here in this video because I am hoping to be able to formally review this actually after I'm done filming my weekly home fragrance roundup today. And the in-depth review should hopefully go up on Monday. But suffice it to say, this is a massive winner. I believe this fragrance is also available in the body care line, and I'm definitely going to have to pick up the body wash as well as probably the body spray. I don't know if there is a perfume available in this particular scent, but if there is, I might be tempted by that as well, because this is definitely the type of like beachy, coconutty summertime scent that rocks my world. I think this is sold out online right now, but I'm sure it's probably still available in store. It's a big fat winner, you guys. I love this. Burning behind me while I'm filming today is Bath & Body Works Sunlit Glow. Definitely a winner from this most recent Bath & Body Works candle haul that I shared last week. This is another one of those fragrances that I feel like I would definitely consider repurchasing. One thing that I am for sure noticing with these newer Bath & Body Works candles that I just purchased is that I feel like the strength and throw is a little bit more like the strength and throw that I used to experience several years ago with Bath & Body Works. I really do feel like, at least for the last 2 years, and I haven't purchased a ton from Bath & Body Works, admittedly, in the last 2 years, but I do feel like the strength and throw has been a little not quite as like substantial as I'm used to, so that was a little bit of a disappointment. But these candles that I've started burning so far, definitely not a disappointment in that department. So yeah, I picked up some winners and I'm honestly really enjoying them. So I'm not quite at the halfway point with this one, but I will hopefully be reviewing this one for you next week at some point. Work's gonna be a little bit nuts. Also, my dog is gonna have surgery, so we'll see how much I can actually get done next week in terms of filming. But this is definitely a big winner. If you see it in store, I think it's worth sniffing out. Welcome to my kitchen crock here. So in this particular crock, I decided to put the last quarter of a Cringle Sea Breeze. I mean, I really did not have much wax left. This candle was behaving just fine, but I love to have that like constant background fragrance going. And that is why one of the reasons why I really love my candle crocks is once I put a candle in there, I usually leave the crocks on 24/7. I've never had an issue with that. If you're not comfortable doing that, it's very easy to turn these crocks on and off. They just have a little toggle switch on them. By the way, this is not one of the crocks that I have linked down below. This crock I purchased probably a decade ago at this point, and Candle Warmers discontinued it. So as much as I would love to be able to link this particular one, because a lot of people really like it, I can't. The two that I do have linked are very neutral, so and really good quality. They're also from Candle Warmers. In fact, the one that I typically show, the candle crock that I typically show in the master bedroom is the ivory one that I have linked down below. But yeah, these are fantastic. And as far as Sea Breeze goes, you guys know how I feel about it. It's so great for the summertime. I hope that those of you who were interested in picking it up, that you picked it up during the most recent Memorial Day sale, because they had some amazing prices. So yeah, let me know if you picked it up, and also let me know what your thoughts are about Sea Breeze in the comments down below. Obviously, I love it. It is one that I really hope Cringle never discontinues. I think that I would riot. That would be a big issue for me. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the candle lamp that I am using at the top of the stairs. And then we'll be able to go back and talk about the rest of the candles and wax melts from this week, because I was not using all of my crocks and lamps this week. Okay, you can't really tell what this is. The label's a little obscured by the bright light, but this is HomeWorx Blooming Trellis. Full disclosure here, I did not purchase this one. It was sent to me in PR. It's actually a candle that I would have probably never purchased unless they sent it my way, but it's a really nice scent. I honestly was not expecting to really like this one. Now, the reason that I'm melting it is because I messed this candle up myself. So I started burning it, and one night before going to bed, I blew it out. At least I thought I blew all of the wicks out. One of them was still burning, and I walked away. I went to bed. I woke up in the morning, and as I was walking down the stairs, I was like, oh, it smells so good in here. Ugh, you guys, that one wick kept going all night long, and it completely tunneled. I mean, it basically almost went down to like the bottom of the jar by the wax clip there. So it was not going to burn properly after that. So I just decided to go ahead and pop it underneath this candle lamp here. I was able to get in, I think, at least 2 or 3 burns with this candle being lit. I'm still going to formally review it, but when I review it, I will do it from the perspective of how it performed when I was burning it, and also how it performed when I was melting it. And if I'm going to give you a sneak peek into that review here, I think it's actually stronger underneath the candle lamp than it was when it was burning. So, but we'll talk a little bit more about this one, hopefully on Monday. There are 2 candle reviews at the beach, and this one that I'm trying to get ready before leaving town here. But I don't know, I feel like I'm running out of steam. So it's been kind of a busy week for me. And like I said, next week looks to be pretty busy too. So we'll see what I can do. But anyway, just if you're wondering about this fragrance, it is a really nice one, but I'll discuss a little bit more in depth here, obviously, when I formally review it. But I'm definitely enjoying it. Again, I wasn't expecting to, but that's a nice scent. Hope you guys enjoyed that little tour of what's currently happening around the house in terms of home fragrance right now. But let's go ahead and get into first the candles that I was able to finish this past week. So these are actually 2 candles that I recently pulled out of 2 of my candle crocks. So this is Cringle Bottle Rocket, and this is Cringle Cherry Pie. I had burned both of these. Well, I burned Cherry Pie down to here. It's funny, I can totally tell like where I burned the candle to. If you're wondering where the wax is, that's another one of the videos that I have linked in the description box. I use the leftover wax from candles that go into my crocks and the wax from my Scentsy warmers. I actually have 2 Scentsy warmers behind me here. I use that wax to make fire starters for the fireplace that we have out in our backyard. So that's where all the wax goes. But I did burn this to actually just below the halfway point, and then I melted the rest of it. Now, this amount of wax here gave me a week and a half because I took these out of the crock on Wednesday. A week and a half of continuous 24/7 fragrance output. If you got Cherry Pie, raise your hand. Good news, Cringle is repouring it, so it should be back within the next couple of weeks here. I will let you guys know both on Instagram. If you're not following me, it's just MrKongsMom. I will warn you, I don't do any like candle content or even beauty content on my Instagram. I just basically post pictures of my dogs, but I will usually update about like anticipated releases in my stories over there. So feel free to follow me and I'll let you guys know over there. But I will also let you know here on my community tab. So if you're subscribed, that will show up in your subscription feed. As soon as this comes back in stock, I'll let you know. But Cringle was like, oh yeah, that sold really well. So they are repouring more of it. Anyway, I fell in love with this. If you are looking for a cherry pie with a true crust note, I just don't think that I've ever smelled a better cherry pie candle myself. And this did amazing in the candle crock. Quite frankly, it did just fine burning, but I figured I would get more enjoyment for a longer period of time, if you will, by putting it in the crock versus burning it. So anyway, I love this. I will absolutely repurchase this in the future. I have to slow my roll for a little while here as I pay for this surgery for this guy over here. It's not gonna be cheap. 100% worth it. Listen, I love my candle hobby, but I love my dogs more. My dogs are a part of the family and they take priority. So yeah, I have to slow my spending roll for a little bit here, but it's 100% worth it. But yeah, hopefully they pour enough to where it doesn't instantly sell out again, and then I can have a chance in like another, you know, month or so, honestly probably a couple months from now, to be able to buy another one of those later in the summer, because it is, oh, it's so good, you guys. Another one is Bottle Rocket. Now this one I actually burned down to here. I can see that line of demarcation where it, you know, was like where I burned it to. This other wax is from where I poured the wax out into my little fire starter things. But yeah, I love Bottle Rocket. I didn't expect this one to sell out, but I thought a lot of people would pick this one up. It's really nostalgic. It honestly smells exactly like these popsicles, which a lot of you call bomb pops or firecracker pops. On the ice cream trucks around here in the Pacific Northwest, I have always seen these referred to as bottle rockets. They were one of my daughter's favorite popsicles when the ice cream truck would come around the neighborhood in our old house. Ironically, on this street here, which would be perfect for an ice cream truck to come down because there's a lot of kids on this street, not an ice cream truck to be found. What's that all about? I feel like maybe I should start just an ice cream truck business just for our street, because I think the kids on this street I could make some money. So anyway, not that I have time for that. But I really like Bottle Rocket, you guys. I think this is a great scent. If you are looking for a fun summertime fragrance, I honestly can't recommend this one enough. I thought it was really, really good. So, and it was, again, fantastic burning, but it did well in the crock too. I had that one in my master bedroom, so I had kind of this fun, fruity fragrance going in the master bedroom for the last week and a half, and I really like that. Okay, I have 3 HomeWorx empties. The first one I'm gonna mention is my beloved Vanilla Bean Macaron. This one is from 2021, so this one is definitely older. I felt like this particular candle took me forever to finish. Like it was pretty slow burning. Love this scent. The notes on this one are vanilla bean, whipped vanilla, brown sugar, and amber. It is delicious. This one's not currently available, but I think Harry needs to bring it back. It is so, so good. And again, really slow burning. Really good strength and throw on this particular one. I would put the strength and throw of this particular one, which has been sitting in my candle closet for a number of years now, probably at pretty close to an 8 out of 10 in terms of strength and throw. Great performance as far as the HomeWorx goes. But let me just tell you, this one here, virtually unscented. If you ordered this, hopefully you purchased it in the set of 2 from QVC because you can return it there. But if you purchased it from the Slacken & Co website, you cannot return it there. All sales are final through that website. This is the Warm Vanilla Coconut full disclosure here, I am a HomeWorx ambassador. They sent me this one in PR. I was really excited to get it because as soon as I saw the fragrance notes, I was like, this is right up my alley. The notes are vanilla musk, coconut water, neroli blossom, and sun-kissed sandalwood. The fragrance is outstanding. The strength and throw is abysmal. This, I mean, even in our small powder room, it like barely filled the space. I don't know what went wrong here. Typically, even though the HomeWorx candles are a little bit lighter these days, I don't usually have them this light at all. Like, I would actually call this pretty much an unscented candle. Now, beautiful wraparound label on this one because it really looks like the sun is setting with the flames kind of showing through the label. Gorgeous. Beautiful burn in terms of, you know, that label and how it looks, and the fragrance itself is heavenly, but the strength and throw is non-existent on this one. It's a huge disappointment. HomeWorx needs to go back to the drawing board here. I don't know what went wrong, but it's so light. So I would not recommend picking that one up unless you just want it for the label and you want a really light fragrance experience. I don't know. I feel like most of you guys watching me here are not looking for a light fragrance experience, so that's my warning to you on that one. Now this one I did have a good experience with. This is the Limoncello Cupcake and Bing Cherry. This was another one that they sent to me in PR, and you guys, I really like this one. And look at this. Sometimes I have a HomeWorx candle where there's literally no wax left in the bottom when it extinguishes itself, Bing Cherry being one of them, or the Limoncello and Bing Cherry. But look at this one. There's still wax left in the bottom of this one, but the wicks are gone. Like, all I can see is the metal of the wick clips. So it's just so interesting how sometimes they just burn really, really differently. And this has been a thing for me like forever with HomeWorx, even back when they first started on QVC. So it's just kind of funny to see that. But yeah, you guys, this Bing Cherry had definitely medium strength and throw. It's a great scent. I still think that the limoncello and raspberry, although the toasted coconut was good too. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the limoncello and raspberry being my favorite out of the limoncello remixes, if you will. There's still one more that I haven't tried, and it's the limoncello and black currant. Are you leaving me, or are you just readjusting? Oh, I think he's readjusting. That one is available at QVC in a set of 2. Maybe later on this summer, I'll pick that one up once, you know, I can get back to doing stuff like that. Because I am curious about it. I typically don't like red currant at all, but black currant is a little bit different. If you have that one, will you let me know how the currant is in that one? If it's red currant, I don't want it. If it is black currant, that I am willing to go ahead and take a chance on. So let me know if you have that one and what your experience is. But in terms of candle empties for the week, these are them. So next, let's go ahead and move into just some other random candles that I was burning this week. In terms of other candles that I have been burning this week, I did do one 8-hour burn session with my beloved Voluspa California Dreams. This is the lid to the 5-wick hearth sized candle that I have this fragrance in. It is enormous. I don't bring the candle in here because I keep it on my entryway table just off to the side here. And I have that candle in my Pottery Barn Chester Hurricane. And if you weren't around on my channel last year, I actually broke the glass to my smaller Chester Hurricane and I was devastated. So I try to not mess with those hurricanes as much as possible. So especially with the hearth candles being so big, listen, you don't need to put the Voluspa hearth candles into a hurricane, but I just really like the way that it looks in that particular hurricane. because it is enormous. So, but yeah, anyway, so I did one 8-hour burn session with California Summers, and this is such a great beachy, driftwood, vanilla, like hint of coconut type of fragrance. I do have an in-depth review that I filmed a few weeks ago of that particular fragrance in that format. You can find that on my voluspa playlist. I have candle review playlists for several different brands, so if you're curious, you can definitely go check that out. That particular hearth candle is burning perfectly for me. I did not actually burn the Tahitian coconut vanilla. I also picked that up in the hearth size. Now, please know that I did not pay full price for those hearth candles. I purchased them last year when I was able to get them for 25% off. And then there was also some pretty decent cash back, I think like 10% cash back from Rakuten. So I saved a decent chunk of change, and both were fragrances that I actually really fell in love with. So it was a little bit more economical for me to purchase the larger formats of both of those particular fragrances, because I would have probably repurchased the smaller formats multiple times over and probably spent more than I would have spent on just getting one of the hearth size of that particular scent that I could probably then have for at least 2 summers. So this is my first summer with both of those, and I don't think I'm gonna finish them before the end of August rolls around, which is when I typically transition into fall scents. So totally worth it for me, but you don't have to buy either of those in that massive format. They're available in the other voluspa formats, but they definitely have a lot more oomph, a lot more strength and throw in that 5-wick format. Love both of the scents, and especially the California Summers. This is such a dreamy, beachy fragrance. If I ever am lucky enough in my life to be able to own a beach house, that is one of the fragrances that would be like a #1 staple in my beach house, probably alongside Cringle Sea Breeze, because it's a really great beachy scent as well. But yeah, anyway, I love my voluspa candles. Other candles that I have been burning this week include the HomeWorx Sugared Lychee Martini. I believe this is still available in a set of 2 on clearance, so it'll be under $30, free shipping and handling. I'll definitely link it down below. If you've never tried this particular, God, my hair's driving me nuts today. If you've never tried this particular scent, this is not a boozy scent at all. It's really just mostly sweet lychee. I love lychee. I'm gonna show you another lychee candle here in a second, but yeah, this one is absolutely delightful. I'm kind of trying to savor my time with these. I do have 3 more on backup. I actually did purchase 2 sets of the set of 2 of this, just so that, you know, I could have it this whole summer. This is so good. Honestly, this is one of my favorite fruity scents from HomeWorx of, I would say, all time. It's definitely worth picking up. This is not the lid that comes with it, by the way. This was a lid from, I don't remember what, but I liked it, so I kept it. I keep all of my cute HomeWorx lids. For example, this one here, this scalloped lid, I definitely keep this one, and I put it on other HomeWorx candles. Just think they're prettier than like the silver ones. So other fragrances that I was burning this week. Okay, I have my friend Amber to thank for this one. One of the times that we met up for lunch here in the last couple of months. I can't believe that she like brought me this candle. I love Amber. Amber, if you're watching, I love you. This is Radiant Sky. Now this is Ray of Sunshine, Golden Mango, and Juicy Lychee. Listen, this is definitely mostly lychee. There's some mango in here as well, and I guess you could say that it's a happy fragrance, so yes, maybe there's some rays of sunshine included, but I love it. This is so sweet. It is different from the Sugared Lychee Martini in that Sugared Lychee Martini is just lychee straight across, whereas this does have some mango in it, so there's an interesting mango component that blends with the lychee in here, but it's so good. You can definitely detect that lychee though. This fragrance makes me so happy. Amber knew that I love this one, and I didn't have any backups left, so she had one and she gifted it to me, and I just will love her forever for that. So thank you, Amber. Yeah, anyway, this is so good. I'm really glad that I have this one to be able to enjoy this summer. I'm really kind of savoring it, but it's having a great burn, and love the strength and throw of this one. I also love the label. It looks like just a beautiful kind of cotton candy sky, doesn't it? It's got a lot going on in terms of colors, but yeah, I think it's beautiful. Okay, here are two other Bath & Body Works fragrances that I was burning this week to be able to hopefully review next week or the following week at some point. This is Mango Papaya Paradise. Love the label on this one. This is so good. Now, I had someone share that they didn't have a very good strength and throw with theirs. I don't find that to be the case with this one. Like I said, I feel like the Bath & Body Works candles that I just recently picked up kind of have better strength and throw than I've experienced over the last couple of years. So maybe they're turning things around. I don't know. I mean, it's Bath & Body Works. I kind of feel like they have the corner, the market cornered. That's what I'm trying to say. I think they have the market cornered in terms of easily accessible, popular candles. Listen, I know why people love Bath & Body Works. It's easy to get them. Usually every once in a while they'll send you a coupon. They have candle sales, although some of their candle sales are just plain silly. I would never purchase during like a $16.95 candle sale. I really prefer to wait until there's a $12.95, and then I either have to have a 20 or a 25% off on top of that. So when I placed this last order for in-store pickup, for example, the sale was $13.95 and I had a 25% off coupon in my app. And so that was when I was like, yes, now is the time for me to go for it and to purchase some summer candles. And I really pretty much like everything that I picked up. I like to purchase online and pick up in store so that I'm not tempted to like overdo it. I try to be really reasonable with the amount of new candles that I bring into my collection. Luckily with Bath & Body Works, it's pretty easy to get through these somewhat quickly, so I don't feel like I'm storing a bunch of these anymore. I used to have a pretty good sized Bath & Body Works collection. Man, if you guys have been here for a while, you know that I used to go ham during those sales, and I don't do that anymore because I have consolidated all of my home fragrance into one closet in the upstairs hallway of our house. And actually that closet has to be shared with my off-season Scentsy warmers. So I can't even use the whole thing for candles. So I'm really restricted in terms of new things that I can bring in. I just refuse to go back to having to squirrel away candles all over my house. They need to be able to fit in one area, and if that gets filled up, guess what? I have to burn some of that stuff or give it away to friends before I can get something new. So just helps to keep me a little bit more accountable. But anyway, back to this Mango Papaya Paradise. I'm having a pretty good experience with this one. I think the only thing that's kind of weird about it is that I feel like it's burning really fast, and the wicks get crazy long with each burn. Like, these are really long wicks, but nice clean burn. I mean, so far so good. Man, this smells good. This is delightful. And then this one is so good. This is the pink kiwi berry. Ooh, man, this is good. I love it. This is so freaking good. This is sweet kiwi, candied citrus, and sunny orchids. Listen, this is definitely kiwi. There's definitely some citrus here, but there's also a really interesting, unique, powdery aspect to this one. I'm not sure exactly that would come from orchids. I'm a florist. Orchids don't really typically have a lot of fragrance to them, at least the orchids I work with. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that powder note is coming from, but I love it. You guys, this is good. If you were able to get your hands on this, enjoy it. I feel like it's sold out online. I'm sure it's still available in store though, so check out your local store. Okay, lastly, let's just discuss a couple of wax melts here. There's honestly not a lot. Okay, there's really not a whole lot to discuss in terms of wax melts. this is all that I have here. So a few vendor wax things that I went through, and then just one Scentsy bar that I finally finished. This is Scentsy Aloe Water and Cucumber. This is my preferred fragrance for our downstairs powder room for both the spring and the summer months. I only purchased one bar of this, so I'll definitely have to pick up another one. This is such a great like bathroom fragrance. I feel like it's fresh, it's clean smelling. I really like the cucumber in here. It has a little bit of sweetness to it, but mostly this is just a really fresh fragrance that, I don't know, I just think this is perfect for a powder room. Let me know what your favorite fragrance from Scentsy is for a powder room type of scent. But I'm probably gonna wait to order another bar, and I'll have to use something else for June. But Bring Back My Bar is coming around again in July. And you guys, apples and oats made it. I'm so stinking excited. Also cranberry pumpkin spice. Is that? I'm pretty sure it's cranberry pumpkin spice. I'm not actually a Scentsy consultant. I'm going to visit my Scentsy consultant this weekend. Lisa, she's my best friend. But yeah, I'm really excited to talk about the upcoming Bring Back My Bar with her in person. We've already kind of discussed it on the phone. But anyway, I'm really excited for this one. It looks like a really good lineup. So let me know if there's anything that you're really looking forward to with this particular Bring Back My Bar. For me, it is definitely the apples and oats. I already have it in my club, but I only have one bar of it. So I'm actually planning on probably creating a couple of 6-packs of just apples and oats to have some backups on hand. Because I only have one bar in my club, and I love warming that particular scent from the early fall through the end of the holidays. So I need to have some extras on hand so that I can use it whenever I want versus rationing it. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And then the cranberry pumpkin spice, I think it's called. I'm really looking forward to that one again as well. It is amazing if you've never tried it. So yeah, anyway, in terms of Scentsy, this is all that I finished this week, but I probably won't be placing a June order. I thought I was going to, but once I was like, Bring Back My Bar is coming around, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and probably save my tip money from June here for making flower deliveries to be able to pick some stuff up from the Bring Back My Bar. But let's discuss wax melts here. So I have two that I want to mention. This is from the Pharmacist's Daughter. I have this random box of vendor wax that just every once in a while I'll dig through and pick something out of. I have to change my vendor wax a little bit more frequently than I do Scentsy wax, which I get a little lazy with that, so I don't always dig into that box, but I really do like everything that I've tried from the Pharmacist's Daughter. This is blackberry jam, zucchini bread, funnel cake, and jelly donut. You guys, this is delicious. The one thing that I will definitely always give vendor wax credit for is that some of their blends are absolutely incredible, really great gourmands. I feel like vendor wax does a really good job with gourmand fragrances especially, so this one was delicious. It's absolutely one that I would want to have again. But this one here, so incredibly good. This is from L3 Waxy Wonders, and this is their Balm Dia Bright. Oh my gosh, so incredible. Kind of actually reminds me a little bit of Starburst Sky from Scentsy with a little twist. It is so incredibly good, and this is probably the first vendor wax that I have been able to leave in my warmers for 3 days and have a good solid like strength and throw throughout that time period. Typically vendor wax is 1 day and done for me, and like I said, I don't love changing my wax out. And I have used other fragrances from L3 Waxy Wonders that did not last that long. So I don't know what the difference was here, but oh my gosh, what an amazing, incredible performance out of this one. So are you over it, buddy? Oh, big stretch. He's over it. Anyway, this was absolutely perfect. Such a great performance, such a great scent. If I could get my hands on more of this, I absolutely would. That is delightful. So anyway, oh, big yawn. Oh, he must have had the best nap here. Look at this guy. Isn't he the sweetest? He's so cute. I can't really see him very well. We're both wearing black today. Anyway, I appreciate you guys being here. Give this video a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and please don't forget to let me know what you were burning and melting this week in the comments down below. Really appreciate you guys being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.